Before. Can you do the roll call?
Yes,
Thank you.
Mayor Linda Monroe,
Here.
Councilman Amanda Anderson. Here. Councilmember Anita Anderson. Here. Mayor Pro Tem Chu.
Here.
Councilman Ford is running late. Mr. James is not feeling well, absent. Mr. Ron Williams. Administrator. Okay. That's it. Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna make copy agenda for you.
I got, can I get an approval of the agenda?
Second.
However, thank you, everybody. However, if you remember, Mayor Pro Tem Chu said, and council agreed, we were going to just discuss this, do we gotta do the business and leave. Yes. With these work sessions.
Mhm.
However, and I told that to TA Red, because she had put something else on the agenda, and I told her, if, when we do things like that,
Thank you.
and we actually vote, it becomes legislation. So therefore, even though you don't have to do a resolution for every bit of legislation you did, but we actually voted on that, so it's in the minutes. But the reason I'm bringing this up is to say, she's asked for something for her and Councilwoman Amanda that would take how many minutes?
Probably like 5-10 minutes, that's it.
10, we can't do 10.
Okay, 5 minutes, would that work?
That's if they will vote with that addition to the agenda. I left it up to the council. Because we do have legislation on the floor that says we're only gonna do this, but Joyce said they. You got it. You two, you wanna say something with this or whatever?
Or do you want to wait till next one? I'm okay with that either way.
Yeah.
I asked you that, but you said,
I want to be
if they're
respectful.
good for 5 minutes,
Councilmember.
yes, ma'am.
I'm fine waiting until next week. I look to follow the rules that we put in place, so I will follow the rules.
No, I'm just trying to tell, I'm just
No,
trying to.
I say that with all sincerity.
Somebody said to me, and I took it,
I do.
thank you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be, that was rude of me. But somebody said to me on the council, when a lot of things happen, Mayor, it's your fault. It's your fault. And because I let them happen. And I just don't, I try to make everybody happy, but the world is not, that's not the way the world is. So we're gonna follow the rules, we're gonna follow the rules. Thank you for understanding that. Yes, ma'am. There were no nays on that.
Okay.
Okay. You wanna read it?
Yep.
Nobody.
Well, I'm gonna read it anyway.
You love it,
Yeah,
okay.
because we have to follow the rules.
Yeah, right, you're right.
Okay, so rules for speakers. The mayor and council invite and welcome comments at public meeting. The mayor or chair will recognize you. Please introduce yourself at the podium. Spelling your last name for recording purposes and give the name of your street and block number. Example, 4300 block of 34th Street. Time limits for speaking are indicated on the meeting agenda. While speaking, please maintain courteous tone and avoid personal attacks. If you wish to lodge a complaint about the performance or conduct of any town employee, please bring your concern to the attention of the town administrator, who will look into the matter and respond to you. As a courtesy to the other residents and businesses, the council requests that speakers not use specific addresses or names of the individuals when describing a situation or making a complaint unless the name or address is essential to an understanding of the situation or complaint. Noting the block is preferred over a specific address. Code enforcement and public safety issues should first be brought to the attention of the appropriate department. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Red. We do have a guest here. Are there any public comments?
No, ma'am.
Yes, sir? No? Okay, thank you.
Ma'am.
Just so you know, do you know what we're doing here tonight?
Not exactly.
Yeah, just so you know, you're welcome to stay. We like visitors, we don't get a lot. Our normal meetings where we're up here,
Mhm.
I get to bang the gavel. Those are the second and fourth Monday of every month. The first Monday is a work session. So we're going to be reading or trying to see what improvements can be done to the personnel manual. And that's what we're doing tonight. It's not normal legislation, so to speak.
So it's not so much issues with capital heights.
But you can, but I'm saying you have 3 minutes if you want to say something while you're here. You're welcome.
No, not yet.
Oh, this might be hot. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you for coming though. So Joy, I don't have mine. I didn't get mine.
Did you give Mayor a copy? There was a copy here. Oh, right here.
Let's give you a copy. Wait, is that the?
Is it in the most recent or September? We need to make one more copy.
Yeah,
This is September 25.
Yes. We need to make one more copy.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Sorry. But here on the question, correct. I didn't see four lunch hours.
Personnel director told me that. Because I joked with him. I said, why are you coming back from lunch at 3 o'clock?
Am I allowed to comment or?
So,
I was just saying.
no,
I
no,
do it.
Joy.
I was just
No,
saying,
no. It's a comment. No.
I-
No. So, okay, so there, and he said that there's nothing in the personnel manual that references any lunch hours.
Right.
And he's correct. He's correct. Okay. All right, so let's start. Councilman Nita, you got it? Or Councilman Amanda, who wants to start?
Well,
Where are we starting from?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
let me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you don't mind.
What?
I saw rest break. What is a rest break?
The 15-minute.
15
break
minutes.
that we all get. Everybody gets that.
Well, what we
It should be
do,
called rest break. It maybe it's breaks.
breaks, yeah, 15-minute breaks, not a rest break.
Yeah, but that's the government all across the board. 2 15-minute breaks.
Well, I just, it's observation.
So
Okay.
when you talk about the lunch, am I allowed to come back and give my
Cause
opinion?
no, that's not on the table, John. We're just going through the manual now. We'll get to that part.
But if you do, may I come back and have my comments? Because I think that's what they should be heard by the employees.
Okay.
Would that be feasible? I don't know what the rules are, so I wanted to just basically chime that in.
Well, I think so, but I think that would be a separate discussion. We're trying to do the manual now. So we haven't put anything in stone. So we're gonna give it to the personnel manual, personnel person,
HR.
HR. Yeah, I need to get it right. So let's start with that.
Page
please.
7, does anybody have any comments or changes on their markers?
Oh, I'm sorry. When I thought we started at Councilman the city, we start at 18, page 18.
Hey, they change?
Okay, let me go ahead and. Councilmember Amanda,
Uh-huh.
I just make recommendation, Mayor, please be our fearless leader and just lead us through this.
Thank you.
I think we need anything with more than 2 heads is a freak, in my opinion, so we just need one person to move us forward. Can you guide us through it? So we're not all over the place.
Thank you. Okay,
Excuse me for 1 second. That's what
Yes,
I'm. Okay, just like all of us, let me ask a question, and all of us had changes. Where is the red line on the marked up copy that's going to the HR director with these changes or additions? Does anyone know?
Mayor should tell us what that's gonna look like.
we didn't really have any changes because we did a meeting with changes and he gave us another one, because Patty did it. Patty took it from him. And Patty put it, the clerk, that's right. And that's when I gave everybody new printouts. I asked her to give everybody a new one. So if you have any more, we will recognize your changes, but we didn't have any because everybody would know what their changes were. We didn't have any more changes. Remember, we went around this. And what happened the last time, before the last time, the only reason I notice is because I take mental notes and when I go home, I type everything up and I looked at them. And the last time before, the second before the last time was when there was a problem with Councilwoman, we all said our changes were done in there, done in the thing, and Ford said, but mine aren't in here. Mr. Chef, whatever. The personnel person
Oh, yeah,
said he
yeah.
had made the changes, and then he sent an email saying he didn't make her changes. I truly don't know what her changes were.
Councilman Benito.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm wondering, Councilor Reed, are you asking what the changes we made between page 7 and page 17?
Yeah, because it's like, I have stars and a question mark by certain things on page 17.
So I have a few things that I made notes of that we all discussed as we were going through.
Was that the last session? I know the session before
Starting on
that.
page
And we
7,
started again.
starting on page 7 to page 17, I've marked in here.
Okay.
Where to put a period, a section to take out. There's an X here, the mayor put something in writing, under American Disability Act. This section was to come out. Vehicles are to be changed to town-owned vehicles.
Okay.
So there's a few things I have in here that I was keeping track of. So.
No, I
think-
believe you. That's why I asked
Right.
you to have your copy.
So I think.
Because I had a write up too, but I don't.
So I think Anita's question is coming from the red line, like who's keeping track of all of these changes? I think we need to make a decision on that. That way they can be presented to Mr. Green to, make those changes.
Okay, I'll start it and you do the changes. Is that fair? I'll just start it and you do the editing on that. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
This is why I was saying, when I started on page 7, because
Uh-huh.
I have things in the beginning that I have starred off. That I had starred, and I don't know, you don't have a red line version. That's why I had started at 7, but you
Gotcha.
already at page 17. Obviously, you have some things in hers as well. And you have things in the beginning.
So mine was a record of what everyone.
Let me
yours
let
is-
me tell you how I'm looking at this. Do you? Or you want to keep on? No, keep on with that thought and then I'll tell you how I think of this. Okay, here's where I'm going with this. We keep starting over with this. We've gone through 2 sets of changes, because one night, remember, he was up here on the little podium. We've gone through 2 sets of changes with this manual. So I'm saying we need to get to what we want to do. And what was asked of us was to read this at home or whatever, on your own, and come back with your changes. And if you remember, we were taking sections. So see, even right now, we sat here trying to discuss what we want to do. So my point is, I hear you. That my point is, the plan, we need to stick to a plan. If the plan is, we come in, Councilwoman Nita says, okay, I got a correction on page 5, I got a correction on page 10, I'd like to address. Councilwoman Amanda does that. I go to the next person. Ron, what you got? I mean, excuse me, Councilwoman Williams, respectfully, I shouldn't have said that. What do you have? He will tell me what he has. Mayor Pro Temp will tell me like mine would be the core hours or whatever. You'll tell me what you got. Cause we keep starting over with this thing over. We just keep doing the same thing. So. I'm just gonna start here and see who has something. I'm gonna roll around.
Okay, the roll back, we do the pages like I was about to start to do.
All right.
And if nobody has, we just keep flipping and keep going.
Okay.
If it's stuff that Councilwoman Amanda already have notated, then we keep it moving.
What's the best we can start? Is it 7 or 17?
7.
7, okay.
So,
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to make a suggestion, because Councilwoman Anita already has, red lines information. Councilwoman Amanda has red line information. So can we make sure that we take their red line information and combine it, and then can we start from where you left off, or no? We don't
No.
do it that way?
let's
What
go for
person
page
taking
7
notes?
and then see what she had, because she was the one keeping up. with it.
Okay.
So we're starting at 7 or
7.
17 again? 7,
Page
okay.
7.
All right, let's vote.
Okay, we can roll. Let's roll. Anything?
Okay, on the forward, Everybody looked at that, disclaimer,
Councilmember. I just tell you what I have on here, the page.
okay, sure.
So under disclaimer, there's a period after discretion before furthermore, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines down, which is a typo. That's all I had on this.
Good with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. At will employment, keep it moving?
Mhm.
Okay. Equal opportunity, I'm sure that's right. American with disability, what was that on? What was that,
I had a
Council?
note in here that since the mayor will put something in writing from my memory, I think you had wanted to add some additional information about about ADA and the ADA compliant.
What?
Are you sure that was me?
American with disabilities.
Okay, I'll take it home. I'll take it home. I know we're gonna be back again. So you want me to just take that home and look at it
American
again?
with disabilities.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
just the note I had. It says mayor will put something in writing.
Unless I need it, cause, y'all. Anybody see anything that I need? I'll read it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're smoking on premises. I know there was talk about that. What are we changing there?
So I'm page 9, what I had was just take out under smoking on premises, the third paragraph that starts with the employees.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
now. My memory's coming back on this stuff, this part. That was the third one, Councilwoman?
Yes. So you took out it's often about if an employee right above smoking on premises, the paragraph, we took that out. If an employee feels that they have been denied reasonable accommodation or have experienced.
Based on the disability.
Have experienced discrimination based on their disability, they should report it to their supervisor or the. I don't know why I have it scribbled out. It's right above smoking on premises.
Yeah, but that's today.
Yeah, that needs to stay.
Which one? Yeah, Ron, I remember you got in a conversation about this.
Okay.
The other,
Y'all got it?
yes, Councilmember Amanda, the other
Yes, ma'am.
change I have noted is under smoking of premises, the first paragraph at the end, instead of including buildings, grounds, and vehicles, it would say town.
Yeah.
You got that? Councilwoman Amanda, can I keep it moving?
Yes.
Okay. Now this stuff here, now page.
So this is just definition. So if you going.
Okay, all right. All right, okay, so we're going to page 4. Oh, Lord, that's a lot. Okay, policies established.
You're on.
Well,
Yeah,
You
but
have been named on there.
what's on that one?
What page?
Page
Well.
12.
The only note I have is A3.
Mhm.
It says mayor will come with something. That's one of those things on that.
Contracts of employment, because we got a thing from the lawyer about the contracts, so that was something.
Which one? Count. A3?
A3 on page 12.
Okay, I'll take it home and read it. Because I have to read it. Okay, I got it. Okay. So, okay, we good on the other stuff?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll bring y'all back something, because we'll be back again with it. Okay, position classifications.
Okay.
You still on 12?
No, we're on 13, but that's what we meant, don't you have some stuff?
You got stuff there? Personnel record?
No. Cause I gotta start by personnel records. Didn't you have anything?
Okay, I think, excuse me, you ladies were talking, go ahead. I'll wait.
No. No.
Let's not let me chair, let's just have a round table and everybody talk when they feel like it. Is that fair? Yes, we can move faster that way. But I was just gonna ask y'all something. The town, okay, right here where it says, employees may access their personnel files, we need to put more They just can't go and get their files.
Right, and it shouldn't be through the town administrator, because now we have an HR
Yeah.
person, it should be through the HR.
Okay. You got that, Councilwoman? You gonna edit it?
Well, what change do you want to make?
Under the guide, under the oversight, or what do you call it? Oversight of the personnel manager? Right.
So the personnel manager will
No,
oversee the
what
maintenance?
we, no, excuse me. What we would, let me be rude. What we would say is the employee may request the personnel from, him. They would have to make a, what am I?
Request.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm trying, okay,
That's right.
yeah.
That's it, yeah, absolutely.
Employee may request their personnel records.
And
I'm sorry,
Today, check.
HR.
Regular office hours,
There's no regular off job. No, let's go.
during regular office hours, the town, so HR, the HR, so take out the town administrator. HR manager.
No, human
Will
resource
oversee.
Yeah, he's human resources, he's special, but that's what he calls
Okay,
it, right?
special, okay.
So should it say the human resources will oversee the maintenance of personnel
The
files?
human resource specialist will also.
Well,
Except for-
no, let's make it generic. If she says human resources, is that right? Would you say that?
Yeah.
Because if we say specialist, you don't know, that's his title, but, right? It's a human resources, right?
That's what he is, though. but-
Because back in the day, mine just said personnel. I would have to contact personnel if I wanted to get my records
Yes,
and
we
stuff.
did say
So
that.
it didn't have
But
like the specific title of the person.
Yeah, you can use what we use, because,
She said,
human resource specialist.
y'all wanna
Yes,
use that?
15 or whatever, but, no, HR. is-
Okay, human resources, okay.
Up to the mayor.
And you can have another, so,
Which we need, Councilwoman Amanda.
I was just saying, if you keep reading that sentence, it says, except for police officers, chief of police will be responsible for managing. police
Right, now, that's.
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, put it.
Personnel records should be in all one place.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
And that's the truth. They should be in all one place.
Absolutely.
That's why I have, down here, I think the bottom needs to be rewritten different, the town administrator. At the last paragraph for personnel records, the town administrator will oversee the maintenance of personnel files except police officers. We have to change that because,
That's what we were just working on, saying, that's what we said, HR.
yeah, because I know that they go to HR for things. So you can't have one thing here, one thing there. So everything has to be under that one
That's right.
umbrella.
That's right.
Are we all in agreement of making that change?
So what is it, how's it gonna read, the HR, human resource will oversee the maintenance of personnel files and,
For all
And-
employees?
For all employees.
okay, for all employees, okay.
Mhm. I think we may want to put including police officers.
All employees will be, all that we,
Yeah, I would say all employees of the town of Capitol Heights.
But
Put them on, put them on the town of Capitol Heights, for no ambiguity.
you gotta remember, I'm just being honest, y'all gotta remember. The police department here, because we have not had an HR person in Capital Heights.
Okay.
They think that they have one set of rules and this has another
Now
set
they
of
don't know
rules.
they-
No, no, yeah.
now they know,
Okay.
now they don't know.
Yeah.
Just the HR will oversee the maintenance of personnel files for all the employees
The town of Capitol Heights.
Of the town.
of the town.
Of the town.
There's a man who has Capitol Heights on the front.
Okay.
He sure does.
I'm being sarcastic.
You're right, though. You're right.
The next sentence,
I just like to be
Point of
specific.
the next sentence, the chief of police will be responsible, so that needs to come
Take it
out.
out.
That takes,
Take it out.
Personnel records in accordance with rules, regulations, procedures established by the town administrator. Okay. Do you have anything else?
The only other thing I had on page 13 was cross out where U2 is, it says objectives and purpose, it just cross off and purpose.
Right.
Y'all ready?
Excuse me, that's your meeting. It says amendment of policy, these provisions, oh, never mind,
Where were?
never mind,
Okay.
scratch it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, keep it in mind, okay. Okay, my first one is a problem.
Okay.
What's that, same page,
Same thing.
position classification. Because this is something we don't do. The governing body is the mayor's council. Is responsible for the creation and approval of all employee positions.
Within the town.
Yeah, how you wanna, what y'all wanna do with that?
What we do. We're the ones that, we, the governing body, which is the mayor and council, we're the ones to decide whether they're, say for instance, if she wants to hire for a position that's not in the budget, she has to come to us, the mayor
That's not
and
what it
council.
says.
The governing body.
It says for the creation and approval of all employee positions within the town.
I see what you're saying. We don't
As
create
part.
position.
No,
Okay.
y'all can keep that in, or you can change it.
But we
Yeah,
still would be creating it.
Even though,
You wanna leave it in, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
no, here's the thing.
You don't create it.
even though the town should create this shit.
Yeah.
The mayor and council have to make sure, approve to make sure that the budget lines up with. Get the budget,
We don't do
the
that.
money.
When the chief hires people or makes, or get, just that lady couldn't do something else, yeah, we have a person with another position. We didn't,
But that's out of sync.
we didn't do any of that. No, I'm just trying to,
That's
no,
out of sync.
what do you mean, it's out of sync?
Because it shouldn't have been done.
Oh,
But
no,
because we
no.
don't have no HR person,
Yeah.
that's why, because that was a
We have
position
HR.
created. There's nothing
That's
in the
what we do,
budget.
HR person.
I know
Before.
before, so what I'm saying is, before we didn't have an HR person. So he did those things because it was just allowed. But now that we have regulation and we have people in departments to be able to oversee these things, it shouldn't happen.
No, but I'm back to this. If I'm
Okay.
just, no, I understand, I'm just saying, but it says for the creation and if y'all wanna keep it in there, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay, just to give the leeway if we have any issues, you wanna keep it in there. Because we are the overseers, but we've got to, again, I'm going back to the rules. If we are going to set this, then we're going to have to call people out if they don't go by these rules and it doesn't come before the council.
Oh, absolutely.
It is what it is. Okay, objectives and purpose. Okay. Position classification, this stuff is good, but I'm just saying that we don't, no, I don't like the word enforce. So we don't do this stuff. And that's, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Student.
Does-
See, the
yeah.
job descriptions must receive approval from the governing body and will be maintained on the record at the town. We don't approve any job descriptions. Bev had done some. She didn't do them all. She was asking the staff to do their own. So, in all fairness to her, she did start it, but we never got completion of any job descriptions. We never got anything saying what the employee is responsible for doing against that job description. So I think,
Councilwoman Anita.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
well, okay. I think we need to I think we need to put something in there. Is my suggestion, Mississippi. I think we need to put something in there where we need to have, remember, we all agreed, it might have been you, Councilman, I'm not sure. We all agreed that we need to have something. If John Doe leaves here tomorrow, what you gonna do? Cause I don't know what, no, it's you. I don't know what that person does. So how you gonna train somebody when we don't even know what the person did all day? And that's not against the person. So what's that called?
That's okay.
The job description, yeah, we don't have this kind of stuff. So if we ask for it, I'm trying to say, if we ask for this, somebody's gonna say, well, you don't have nothing like that person, I'm in. Okay, what you wanna say then? Yes, ma'am. Oh,
So you know,
Two things. One of y'all was talking about a job description, one of y'all was talking about a standard operating procedure, which are different, which is not here or there.
Can we put
But
that?
my,
No.
my second point is, I'm not sure we necessarily need to add anything into the personnel manual under B3. I think we just need to enforce it. I think we just need to have our HR person who is working here full time complete those job descriptions. I'm not sure we need to necessarily add anything. If it's already here, we just need to start enforcing what's actually in the personnel manual, but there, yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'm just.
I'll put my notes there for, I just put enforce and we will, I think collectively, respectfully, I was just gonna throw this one point. Cause we just talk and I've talked all over everybody. But collectively, I think we also need to meet with the personnel person with Miss Ren's permission. She's over him, but we need to meet with the personnel person as a council as well. And once we get ready for this, go ahead.
Thank you. And that was gonna be one of my points, is that perhaps, I think we can probably squeeze through this real quick tonight. That if we can't finish it tonight, that and turn it over to him, that the next meeting that he should come. And also, I think that for every position that's in this town, we need a job description in a book. And on for scan, and now that they're getting ready to upload or update our website and all that stuff, it needs to be out there because we keep backpedaling, trying to reinvent the wheel that already been invented, and God knows what happened to some of the files and notes and all that. So I feel strongly about job descriptions need to be put, because I said it even from our two town administrators ago, that we needed, everybody needs to do, it need to be like a desk audit. Tell me what you do every day, Councilman Williams, what you do, that's what you. Okay, so if either one of them got hit by a bus, I can. If either one of them got hit by a bus, I can go in, okay. Councilman Williams said he come in, turn on the lights, and sit here and count cards and play a couple decks and da. Okay, then I know what to do. I can roll with his job. We need to know that because, you know, even over at the police farm, we don't know what they do. What they admin people doing over there. You know, and they need to be able to come over here. What is it, a plague over here that they don't come over here to work if they need it, if they shorthanded? There's no reason why phones should be ringing during the day and not being answered. Tell me about, you know, because, you know, our office person is maybe off that day, and then our office manager or whatever is gone to lunch. Why can't someone come over there?
Oh, she come, you know, with,
There's times I've called here and the phone is ringing.
oh, you mean just okay, got you, okay.
Okay, so that should not be happening. This is a town, a municipal, where people come for help or calling for help or whatever. It needs to be at all times.
That's true.
So that's my 2 cents on it. So let's move on.
Oh, okay, you got your, you got that, Councilman Amanda? Well,
Yeah, there's nothing necessarily to add, we're just.
no, you got it. I
Yeah.
just put enforce, and so like I said, we'll meet, but, on that one, since you have the notes, you may take the lead on that if you don't mind. We all, I try to impart to everybody. I think it would be good if council, sometimes a council member could take the lead on some stuff. I do believe that. I just think we should.
Okay.
So now, here's what I was gonna tell you. Before I move on, just for an example, remember when Jaden's opened his eyes went up. Remember when Jaden was not able to come in for health reasons or whatever? We were a mess, weren't we? I'm just using that, because nobody else could, you do it. Nobody else could do Except for, I think you did and you too, but we couldn't get it together and then you finally got your phone. So I'm just using that to say, that's might be small potatoes, but we're dealing with this period. Nobody can do anybody's job. Because they don't know what the person does. So if that person's not there, you got a problem. Okay,
Sounds like that's another thing we can.
What you got?
talk to HR about is, concentrating employees, so that.
good word. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Anybody else? I can keep moving.
It's all on 13. Yeah,
That's all I have, I'm ready.
Okay. So now we're at recruitment and promotion. Do we have, this is incorrect. We're government, it's a 40-hour week unless you are part-time and it has to be under 20, because that's no benefits. So we have 38 to 40. That was something from the old manual. It should just be 40 hours. We have it less than 30 hours. Is that, come on, Amanda, what do y'all think? Is it less than 30 hours for part-time?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's right? Okay, right, okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay,
I didn't have anything else prior.
so keep going.
I didn't have anything on page 15 unless you all have something to add now, but.
Now,
The September, September.
do we really do this? Because I haven't seen it in an offer letter.
What?
I haven't seen an offer letter lately, so,
What?
acclimation period, probationary phase.
What should go undergo?
Read what it says.
Lasted 1 year.
You know, one.
I know.
I was saying, is it 90 days?
Okay, where are we at?
We're on, number A, under C4. And it says, the second sentence lasting 1 year, lasting 90 days.
Oh, excuse me. Jay, excuse me, everybody, she doesn't have the one you're working with, the got that.
You said page 15?
Oh, forgive me, then, I didn't know.
I'm 14.
Okay, well, keep it, I'm sorry, we'll keep it moving.
So the one change is there? I think you may.
I think we may wanna, check with the chief, because I think, cause he just told me the other day we were talking, one of his, new, the recruits are actually gonna be off the probation. Their probation is different than your regular employee probation.
So we need to check, we can give that to HR. He can give us the things.
Okay.
Is that okay? You got that one, Councilwoman Amanda?
It looks like it's different, it's the same date, but the alignment. Maybe it's just another page.
What's your page 15 look like?
You got that?
No, 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 I'm
Have HR add in language.
just a,
For their, whatever their, for the police or whatever the, what do you call it, for their probation period.
Probationary period.
Then he didn't check that paragraph.
I was on the version before, I'm good.
Oh, it is.
No, I'm good. I got two different versions.
Got it.
Okay. Can you, Amanda, since, when we worked with this whole, I looked at this before, this whole section needs to be looked at,
Which whole section?
the acclimation
Okay.
period.
Let me make a note that you'll look at it or?
No,
HR.
He's a journalist.
Yeah, because some of this is off Google. I just happen to know because I saw it. Some of this stuff is off Google. And it's not, and I don't care about that. Why reinvent the wheel? But my point is, some of it is not really applicable to us. So that whole section, please. Um,
Yeah.
the drug testing,
Are you still on the same page?
What page?
oh, I moved. I said the whole section needs to be
Okay.
revisited by the HR person. Because some of that stuff is, even if we wouldn't even call it acclimation period. Yeah, that, some of it is just, it's not applicable to us. Uh-huh.
The only thing I had on page 16 was under C5, eligibility, I have circle 6 months. I'm not sure what that circle is for.
Steve,
Number 5.
Letter A.
I got 12 at least. It says 6 months and then it was crossed out and I got 12 months.
Okay.
Oh, that's for promotions. So you gotta be in that position for at least a year.
Okay. Thank you.
so is that's the new part? Okay, good.
Did you get, the transfer?
I just have an X next to it. I'm not sure.
Transfers on the eligibility where it says A eligibility. And then we crossed out 6 and put 12.
Where are you?
Transfer. Hey,
Transfer and
Oh, okay. Well, what about the other one that said a year, so, I mean, 6 months, so for promotion, that's 12, right? That's 12. Okay, all right, okay.
That's all I got on there.
You good?
Did you have something else?
I do just want to question it though. I do remember thinking this way last time. If we're just like limiting ourselves by saying someone has to be a whole year before they promoted or transferred. Sometimes, employees can show themselves to be a good employee or maybe better fit somewhere else or deserving to move on up. After the next month, so.
we don't put an exception clause in.
Fine.
Well, you let him put them in, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, as y'all said, oh, we got it, let's,
With the exception, or you're gonna do a whole nother something that's, is it gonna be with that, under those two?
That's it, that's it.
Mhm.
We can see what, he comes up with, the exception clause, what he has to say, how he words it. But I think that would make me feel a little bit more, better about that, so.
Exception is based on something, right? The exception is based on something, right? But
Oh, yeah, exception to the rule, yeah.
Right.
It's like approval from somebody or someone, I don't know what the exception would be, but.
Well,
It could be.
we can have a sense of urgency.
Yeah, something if we have a position that's vacant and the person is have the experience here.
Position's qualified.
Right, right.
No,
Your
you're
exception comes with, like you said, would
Be
be
qualified in an emergency. Those are two things. We're saying all of the exceptions.
I would highlight, qualification. Because you said, for instance, you're gonna sit there and have to train this person with the right qualification, at least it's something basics, do that, I would say the qualifications. Yeah, I would agree with that.
But she's gonna let that, Amanda's gonna
Let the HR.
give him what he needs and let him tweak it the way HR looks at it, right?
Yes.
Right. Oh. All right, let's go. Citizenship verification,
Okay, I had, there was C7 and C9, I got question marks by those.
what you got?
7 and C9.
I've actually sent you on
And then the job is the position will be advertised to the public. In exception, that the government has the authority to make temporary hires during their advertising period in case of emergencies. C7.
You know, we don't operate that way. Y'all wanna keep that in, and you want
Yes,
to keep it.
it needs to be there, it needs to be in bold.
No, because we had two employees who we paid double for that we never approved. So I'm saying, so are y'all saying we're only gonna hire temps? During the advertising period, or we just hiring temps to hire temps? So that's two different things. No, it says, it specifically says that.
It says here, that in exceptional circumstances, the town administrator has the authority to make temporary hires, okay, she can hire temporary, bring temps in during the advertising period in case of emergency. So she can bring them in, that doesn't mean we have to hire them. Right. It's not saying that we're gonna hire them. I know where you're getting at. That you're debating, but I know where you're getting at, but still. But still.
Yeah. I think we should leave it there, because, I mean,
And
that we.
Well, I don't have a
also look
problem
at
with
the
it.
Charter. Actually, it's absolutely so.
Well, she was, okay. I don't have a problem with somebody being able to hire a temp. It's the wording. The wording is saying, so what is it when we're not in an emergency and you hire a temp?
Well, why would they, no, you didn't hire. When you try, you mix apples and oranges where you going though, but I understand where you're going. Okay, but if we're not in an emergency situation and we don't have a tip in, you can't hire a temp.
No,
You only gonna bring them in when we need them
Right.
on an ad will or ad needed basis.
as needed in emergency is two different things. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This, to me, is saying an emergency situation that she will hire a temp. Then you have to go, someone could challenge, I'm just using this from a definitive standpoint and say, how do you define an emergency? So, do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Thank
Well,
you.
just like when we were just in an emergency.
Yeah.
We didn't have an HR, he was gone. We didn't have an office manager because he was gone. And
Didn't have a town planner.
we don't, we still don't have a town clerk, but that goes without saying. And we were phasing out our bookkeeper. So, those were emergencies where we had to bring in help from the temp agency.
But I'm not debating that. I'm not
No, I'm
debating
not
that.
saying it's a debate.
I'm just saying the language in here says for emergency. And we have hired temps when it wasn't an emergency.
Now you're getting lost. I was following you for a minute when you were trying to go.
Okay, Councilman. Oh, okay. Now, okay, so I'm reading this, and it said, the town administrator has the authority to make temporary hires during the advertising period in case of emergency. It's still a temp hire, it's not a permanent hire. So in the case, yeah, so to me, it's like, if we, for instance, example, accountant. If we need an accountant and we need the accountant right away, she has the authority to hire a temporary person. It's not saying her, it's not her, oh, okay.
I'm not, see,
Because either way, wait a minute, because either way, whether it's an emergency or non-emergency, the charter states that she has the authority to hire personnel.
I'm
So
only
I
talking
don't-
about this right here, the writing.
I know, that's what I'm trying to say, so I'm just trying to figure out what difference does it make if it's an emergency or non-emergency, she still has authority to hire someone. You see what I'm saying?
I'm going by what it says. It says hire attempt emergency. You're saying different than what it says. You would have to change it because when you write something down, I keep saying this to everybody. This, depending on how we look at it, this becomes legislation for this town. Somebody could tear this thing apart. And that's what I'm just trying to say. If we're gonna do it right. That's all I'm telling you. So, So you can take that out. You can say if when needed, when necessary. But when you say emergency, and if we do have temps, when it's not an emergency, you're going against what this says. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to argue the point. You know what I mean?
But if you even say necessary, that's going back to in case of emergency, so just take that part of the language out, just says that the town has authority to make temporary hires.
Yeah.
During the advertising period, and
I mean, in case of emergency.
Councilwoman Ford?
Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? So I'm just saying. No, what I'm trying to say is when I got this thing about semantics. When you say something, you may mean the same thing, but the written word is powerful. If you write something, then somebody can take that and say, what do you mean from a definitive standpoint by that word? And they will take it and they will chew it apart. We won't have I'm just making this up now. We don't have a leg to stand on. That's all I'm trying to say.
So during advertising period.
Right, so we take out in case of emergency.
Yes. I think the in case of emergencies, has a lot to do with may be advertised. Because I think all job openings should be advertised, period. So they put this may be advertised to the public, but then the in exceptional circumstances, say, okay, well, that may be, so it may not be advertised, because she may just hire a temp in the case of an emergency. But it should not be maybe. All vacancies should be advertised. But that's what that goes to, that may be advertised in case of an emergency.
Councilwoman Amanda, can you read it to us?
C7, advertising of job openings. When there is a job vacancy, the position shall be advertised to the public. In exceptional circumstances, the town administrator has the authority to make temporary hires during the advertising period. All heart satisfied?
Or during the advertising.
Okay.
Period.
Councilwoman Ford said the may be. You took the may be out? I just removed the will.
Shall.
Shall, okay, shall. All right. Okay. Anything on this page?
B9, there was a question mark up there I have to mind.
Okay.
Interview and selection process of the town administrator shall be responsible for the recruitment and selection of all town employees, which is true, with their appointments subject to approval by the governing body. This includes regular hiring processes except for emergency hires made by the town administrator as detailed in sections 7. So that needs to come out of that emergency part. Except for emergency hires.
Councilmember.
Yeah.
I had on here, the town administrator shall be responsible for the recruitment and selection of all town employees, except the police chief and town clerk.
But that's down the bottom, the paragraph from the bottom, C10.
Well, I guess it just doesn't read correctly when it says the town administrator shall be responsible for the recruitment and selection of all town employees.
Okay,
Do you understand what I'm saying? And then you want me to take out the last sentence?
Yes,
there?
except for emergency hires made by the town administrator, detailed in section C7. Did anybody else have anything else on that page?
So under C10, the governing body will oversee the hiring and selection of the town administrator, police chief, and town clerk, right? That needs to be changed.
It's kind of redundant in the next paragraph, but you can change it because it can read the same. Constitution is rhetorical, I mean redundant all over the place. So yeah, you can say it more than once.
It's important though, because it says.
No, no, I agree with you.
I just want to make a point, because there is kind of like an elephant in the room for me. The town administrator will collaborate with the governing body in the process of hiring an assistant town administrator, town clerk, chief of police, and other key positions. Because I've heard assistant town administrator, that, position, that title thrown around, and that was never completed with a collaborating with the governing body about that, or you letting the governing body know, at least that I've never heard anything about it.
No, that didn't happen.
And so I think it's important that, again, we come back to enforcing some of the stuff that is in our manual.
Okay, wanna leave that in there, the way it is?
Yeah.
Okay, but, you don't put in force.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Big E, okay.
Where it says the governing body will establish a formal procedure for hiring the town administrator, assistant town administrator, town clerk, chief of police, other key roles. Is assistant town administrator included in that?
Where are you, I'm sorry. Because,
Yeah, they should be included too.
So the elephant in the room is something needs to be corrected because we didn't necessarily hire anybody for an assistant town administrator. So we either need to move through that, this is my opinion, we need to move through that process of doing it officially. Or we would change our manual.
Or the charter say no. No, I'm just saying that the charter supersedes this. So what does the charter, does anybody know what the charter says? That's what I'm saying. Because the charter says that the town, because the charter just says the town administrator,
Right.
police chief,
And the town.
and the town clerk.
We
So-
created this.
No, we can't.
Us, I mean,
I don't think the charter for police.
But remember, we can change those things. It's a living document when we get to that, because the reason some of this stuff contradicts, we already know that. Some of the personal manual contradicts something, the charter would supersede it. But I'm just saying, okay. You want to come back to that, Councilman Amanda, or what do you want to do?
I guess I just want to know what the will of the council is, so I know how to write it.
Edit?
Yeah, edit it with HR. It's your own will.
The town administrator doesn't collaborate with the council at all for the chief of police. That needs to come out. So there's no
Say that one more time.
collaboration on that. But
Were you
Yeah.
still in seat?
I think the town clerk and chief of police need to come out. Because in the process of hiring the assistant town administrator and other key positions, I think that's where the collaboration needs to be. We don't need, those are our key positions. I mean, for her, it would be assistant town administrator to me. That's key position.
Then the only thing is when in the next sentence, when it says the governing body will establish a formal procedure for hiring a town administrator, assistant town administrator, town clerk, chief of police, and other key roles. In that process that we put together, the assistant town administrator is included in that formal process. That formal process includes interviewing with the mayor and council, 3 members of the council. So if we're giving the town assistant town administrator hiring responsibility solely to the town administrator, then we need to take it out of this last sentence. I hope that I'm making sense.
So you just take the assistant administrator, or you saying it?
I'm saying is it the will of the council for the assistant town administrators hiring procedures to be conducted under the town administrator and solely the town administrator, like the other positions in the town are, or is it to be conducted under the mayor and council,
Which should be
like
the mayor and council.
Mayor and council. I think we all think mayor and council because respectfully,
So she got hit by the bus. gotta take over, so we gotta be able to know if we can handle it.
Yeah, I'm wrong. Never mind. I'm wrong, because it would be closed session. Never mind. Yeah, okay.
So we're creating.
I just said it in a nice way.
What was the councilman for?
Are we creating a position because we don't technically officially have a position for assistant town administrator?
You don't?
That budget, was that, I don't recall that being a position in the budget.
I don't either, but,
And I don't know that we have one officially.
yes, we do.
Unofficial.
Well, I know we have something in training, but I don't recall.
No, no. Yes, we do.
Maybe we need a.
But with that's the closed session, we
Oh, yeah.
have guests, let's go. Okay. Yeah, Okay.
So, sorry, one more time.
Yes, ma'am.
The will of the council is that the town administrator would fall under mayor and council, the governing body being able to hire.
mhm.
So I will change it.
But what question?
So,
if Councilman Ford.
yeah, so my question is, we don't have an official position, so why would we be including this in the personnel? We have not officially,
Well, if we do,
so.
this is just, it's a personnel manual, so if you do get in the.
So in my mind, the assistant town administrator, that would be an assistant to the town administrator is different in my mind, so I don't, that's an assistant, like we have different other executive positions that
And
act
we
for an assistant,
don't have somebody in that position.
yeah, but not necessarily an assistant town administrator.
Yes, it is.
No, but I'm saying, but this is how we can.
Oh,
put
yeah,
that
I
in
got you.
forward.
I know, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But this was Councilwoman was saying, but I'm telling you, let's not broach the topic. Let's keep it moving. Because eventually we'll need to go to closed session. Let's let that go.
Okay, so we're gonna leave all this.
You understand?
I do.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying. And your point is taken. Councilwoman Amanda, can you tweak it?
Yeah.
So we're gonna revisit it, okay? Okay. Okay.
Number 18,
Mhm.
nothing. Did it?
But you gonna take over?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the train moving.
Yeah, conversation.
So from this point forward, we have not gone through it at all yet, so I'm not gonna have any more. Just so you all know.
So I guess we gotta go through it then.
Okay, so we're on 18. This is you, Councilman Amanda, instructions provided on the town website on how to apply for a position. So are we there with all this?
What do you mean, are we there with all this?
I don't, see our website, it's user friendly. If I wanted to apply for a job here.
So honestly, I think this could just come out because this was originally written as what needs to be put on the website.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know that we put in a personnel manual, the communications that would be on the website. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know we're good on the part above, because I think some of that was, you took a look at some of that, but I don't know about this middle part here, but we have that all on the town website, as I don't see it.
No, we don't have it. Any open positions posted on the town
You
website.
know what I mean? 'Cause even before, okay, we want to revisit that, or you want to exit out? What do y'all want to do?
Take it out.
Take it out? Okay.
From instructions.
Instructions to require supporting documentation.
Okay.
Why are we taking it?
Yeah,
See, that was what
These
we,
are instructions for the website.
yeah.
But it's still documented with the instructions.
But this is a personnel manual. They already hired. This is telling them what needs done. This is telling somebody how to apply. So why does it need to be in the personnel manual? You already hired, you already an employee. You need to know What, you know, what's covering your butt?
No, I'm thinking this should be put on the website for us. If everybody wanna apply for a job.
That's, yeah, that's a different animal.
This.
Yeah, but she was saying the personnel manual is really applicable to the employees who are already here. That's what, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the protocol, how they do that. So if we have a town administrator, at least we have this document.
Right.
It's up to y'all.
That's how.
Personnel, it's a
Yeah.
personnel manual.
Okay, y'all wanna keep it for now?
I'm in favor.
Okay.
Keep,
If you remember, you put effort in all this page. Remember this page? Okay, I mean, it's up.
it doesn't
All right.
matter.
All right, okay. I guess it can't harm anything, but we don't really have it, but. Okay. Now, here, the interview process, we fall short on that a lot, so, but we can keep it.
Page 19.
Yeah, I know this because Councilwoman Amanda did it and she asked me to do some editing, so I already know what this is fine on this page. I'm just telling you, I know look, I know it's already good, so, you know.
All right, page 20.
What do y'all want to do about this? The background checks, they are not doing them?
Hmm?
No. No, they're not. Nobody get the background checks here anymore. Okay.
Everybody before.
No, you're talking about the police. That's not a background. That's a fingerprint check to see if you have a record. There's two different things.
I thought we did a resolution. that
I know we did.
required-
Right. What I'm telling you is, do y'all want to put that on the agenda or do this? You want me to go to Joy and tell her, because I closed all that stuff out, that's who she can set it up with and how she can do it. But they're not doing background checks. So I'll do it. I got it. Okay, I'm just saying, I got it. We're good. I'll do it.
Just not finding out, they're not doing the background. That's what we-
I asked.
But we were in the assumption that he was following proper.
I asked, that's how I find, I mean, that's how I just, it's an honest
Okay,
question. I asked.
Unbelievable.
I think that it needs, Councilwoman Anita, I think that, or I move that whatever system or access that the TA needs and the HR person needs, that then that needs to be put in place going forward from this day forward, since we already made a resolution that this is supposed to happen. So in this in here, it's background check policy. It's already in here, so this needs to happen. So when can she get access or told to have access?
She can set up an account and, I tell her 2 or 3 places she can, set the account up without knowing really good. And she can just do it, but it should not be the TA, it should be the HR person.
Right.
Here is,
Yeah.
you can't do his own. Here is my problem though. It's a tip. Respectfully. But I can't go there. There's nothing bad, but it gets to be an HR thing, I mean, a closed session thing. But we're working with the tip.
In the meantime. then
So what do you want me to do?
Give it to her and she
Okay.
can do it.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine. But it normally would be your HR.
Becomes the tip agency should have done a background check for them guys.
That sounds great.
No, but it wasn't done.
Well, the
Okay,
typical and I'll.
people get confused with the police. It's not a
No,
background check.
whoever we get these tips from, that agency. should have done a background check
Oh,
for that guy.
I know that. You talk about them. I don't
Yeah.
know about them. I don't know.
Yeah,
They do all
they
that.
come to us, yeah.
But I'm talking about us. We have.
Well, why would we do a double? If
No,
they have already
we
But we don't know what.
We don't have a system to do a background check like all the other municipalities.
Well, but I'm
so
saying
then
so
why-
When
Robert,
you hire people,
What's
Why
the
don't
guy's
we just
name?
put it in place now?
Should he forward a copy of the background check to us?
I mean,
So we
Why we put it?
But you don't know.
Well, we don't know what we're working with, that's. pro-
You don't
that's
know for
proper
sure
procedure.
if they do a background check. They can tell you anything
Okay.
to get your money.
Again,
I'm just being honest.
okay, again.
What you wanna do?
This very train moving.
Yeah, keep it moving.
Mayor, will you
Please.
send an email out to town TA? Giving her
And
some,
then, we do a double him, her and the HR person.
and send an email out on the different sites that they can go and sign up for, and that they can let the council know when it's been completed.
Okay.
I understand.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, like we did,
This can just explain what you're saying. Chapter. Right.
Okay, we understand.
Say
Yeah. That's been on the.
No.
everybody knows, I mean.
No, I mean, just keep it general, since we're in the open.
Got it, general.
Keep it general.
All I'm
Yes.
saying is, the mayor will send an email to ATA and HR. Hey, Joe Blow and Sally Sue, these are some websites that the town, or you can use to do background investigations on employees. Please let council know when you solidify or you come to a conclusion as to which one you're going, what system we're going with, and then it's been set up. Period, point blank, there it goes.
And, well, we're just talking. And I was gonna say, to me, I would definitely not be accepting of somebody coming on the job and I'm gonna say, well, they had a background check over there, so that's cool. That's not how it goes.
From the phone, they're gonna reinforce somebody.
Yeah, it's not how it goes. Yes, ma'am.
So in the resolution, I'm not gonna remember all the details, but does it lay out the process for background checks? I can't remember, I know we
I
did,
don't think it did, it didn't lay it out for,
like,
they were supposed to just have the background and fingerprint and stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're good. I don't know. I assume we're good on the fingerprint stuff, but see, y'all got to remember, that's a criminal check. That's not a background check. I don't know why everybody gets that confused.
yeah, so I'm thinking we maybe want to, add that in our resolution, just going forward. We need to be very clear what the expectation of the human
You wanna
resource
put it in here?
individual. I mean, just to make sure it's in our resolution as well, so if we can amend that to include those agencies that you're representing.
We can't find.
The resolution should be in the book. Oh, maybe Councilwoman Amanda want to get it in.
Oh,
We
no,
just
no.
And then,
identify that in detail.
Okay. All right.
and then,
Got it?
check. Resolution. And then,
And so they report to us and we do that? Or is it?
No, you see, you gotta be, that's personal, very sensitive, so that's why it should be HR. So,
But we just like check to make sure. Anyway.
Right.
Then we'll confirm.
but they can give you, a printout if you want, and it will show you that it'll just check and say, okay, it'll just check, it'll say, okay. Or it will say issues. So even with a background check, they're not gonna give you so much because there's legislation around the background checks as well. Yeah, so, and you have to get them to sign the form. Remember, we could put the form, remember when oh, no, that's not what we did. We did do a resolution, you're correct. And what we did was, we put it in the personnel manual. Is that what I'm looking at now?
no,
Yeah, this is it. And the reason we did this was because we got it right here,
What page?
right here. 8/20. Former personnel said to me,
oh, yeah,
that's what, and former personnel was accurate, said, I don't mind doing it, but you need to have a policy for it. Former personnel was correct.
That's right.
That's why I came to the council and y'all agreed that we should have that.
No, I know.
Remember? So you are right too. But we did put it in here. That's how I got in the manual. Yeah. And at that time, Councilwoman Amanda said, well, we just can't pick and choose. It has to be everybody at any given time. But how'd you say it? Remember, Councilwoman Amanda, what I'm saying? We put it in there.
Mhm.
We're gonna do a background check for one person.
Right,
For-
uh-huh. Y'all remember now?
Mhm.
Okay. So,
I'm trying to find it here.
They said, they will, let's say the frequency and scope of post input. Background check will be determined by the town administrator
right,
or the department head in collaboration with the resource.
because the problem was, ma'am,
Yeah.
the problem was, if you remember, Councilwoman Amanda, if I'm misquoting you, no, let me know. The problem was, you're gonna check somebody after they've been here 6 months. So I think Councilwoman Amanda was saying, but you're not doing that to the other employees. And you can't just single out somebody and just do it, because it should have been in here. It should be done in the beginning. I think we put it in it. Did I put it in the offer letter or whatever? It should be part of the employment. Okay, but if we're gonna pull somebody 6 months after, that was, you got me, remember?
Yeah.
That we gotta be fair across the board. You just pull in somebody, they already been working for you for 6 months. Okay,
The way we, break this second, because I don't see where it says anything, about that offer letter.
back in the beginning, because, well, we gotta put it if it's not there. Let me see.
Or,
Procedures, anything required things of authority by on-site learning procedures and conducting background checks on both prospective and current employees. Okay,
A. Then we'll provide a written offer letter, age and salary and certificate of insurance. It's right there.
which page are you?
It's on the new employee.
Yeah, where's that?
Oh, 6A,
Put it in.
stage 6,
What page, honey? Cause I don't see it. What page you on?
19, on stage 6.
It's the new employee, okay.
Background record check that is like for the public that I'm engagement salary and benefit negotiated.
But this is after favorable background.
Yeah, this is going on and I remember Councilwoman Ford rightly was saying, we brought people on before we even did the background check. I think we should do contingency. Because a background check sometimes can take a while.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, some background checks really, well, not ours, because we don't do classified, but I'm just saying, you already know the classified can take months, you already know that. But I'm just saying, a background check normally shouldn't take more than a week. But if there's a holdup and that person's lived all over, it's gonna take longer. So did we have in there contingent upon a favorable background check? What does it say? Oh, it's favorable. Okay. All right, so what do you want to do? Should we amend that, Councilman Ford? What are you gonna do? Just say that we can bring them on, but it's contingent, further, what do you call it? Further employment? What's the word? Continued employment. It's contingent upon you getting a favorable background check.
Right.
We should be able to bring them on now.
Yeah,
I guess they'll be doing
Give me
training
some
and all that
words.
stuff, right?
right.
Not really going into your performance and all
Give me
that.
some words, give me some words.
Yeah, so that's it, she can sum that up.
Number 19, page 19.
Ford, you got some words?
Yes, just so that, we know during that stage, I guess would it include the trainings of a new employee? During the first, week or two? At least that would give some time to sit, think
Because
about.
they got 90 days.
But they
Not
don't
really
have
getting
access to
They
any
need,
Confidential.
confidence.
type of
Yeah.
file.
You got it, Councilwoman?
So on page 19, this is talking about the mayor, the governing body's procedures. This is not talking about everybody.
Oh, it's not the new employee?
Appointment of employees, is like the thing.
Yeah, that's for the, you go under, seven screen.
Mhm.
It's the hiring procedures for chief, actually, the chief town administrator, assistant town administrator, etc. That's what all that is referring to. C11 is where general hiring starts, that's at the very bottom of page 19.
So it's the same
On
thing,
general-
on C12,
Yeah.
so it's the pre and post employment background policy.
Y'all wanna put contingent in there?
Mhm.
Councilwoman
Yeah.
Ford?
Yeah, I think it's.
So everything up on.
So number D, C12D, all candidates applying for positions with the town must undergo a background check and the condition of the employment offer. Are you, my question is, are you wanting to identify what type of background check or?
They call them, there's a word for it, keep moving, I'll find it for you.
It does say the pre-employment background checks may encompass but are not limited to criminal history check, verification, employment reference checks, drug testing, or applicable position.
Yeah.
Background checks will be conducted in accordance with federal, state, and local law. So
So
what,
it's all in there then.
Yeah, that's it,
Yeah.
that's all the stuff they
Yeah.
check, because they can only check from legislation again, and this legislation, that they can only, whatever's in here is all you can do. You just can't go and say, I wanna find out if he beat his daughter up, no, you can't, that's the criminal check.
Mhm.
But your background checks for your civil, this is a civil check, that's totally different, like she just read, okay. Can we move on, or what we're gonna do?
Let's move on.
Okay. You good?
I have one more question, sorry to leave it. Letter J, page 20, very bottom.
Right.
The frequency and scope of post-employment background checks will be determined by the town administrator or the department head in collaboration with the Human Resources Department.
Post employment?
Right after their, or after we expire.
Oh,
So, that's what that was then.
are you okay with it saying that it'll be determined by the town administrator or the department head in collaboration with the Human Resources Department?
Yeah.
Let's say the human resources.
Right,
Yeah, I think,
yeah. Yeah, because that's the human, yeah,
Yeah.
I think, is that what you're, to bring
You
it
don't
out?
want to
That's the
take out
human
town
resource?
administrator?
It's the-
You guys are good, you guys are good with that?
Yeah, no, but it's the
know.
policy that they have it, so it's not, okay, well, we're gonna let Joe go. Because that's what it sounds like it's saying, right? If it's determined by that department head or town administrator, it's not like, it's gonna be a routine or regular thing.
Right.
You good, Councilwoman?
So we'll do,
Okay.
so, what do we, take it out, I'm sorry, we did all that.
Yeah.
Okay. We did new hire, so we're moving on, right? New hire, we did that, right? Cause then employee,
I'm sorry, Mary.
yes, ma'am.
Well, I was saying that because then it would go back then to what you were trying to prevent happening, where some are asked for background check and then others. So it would alleviate relationships that may be deeper than others, saying, okay, don't worry about it, you have to get a background check. But then others are asked to do one. So if you just have them,
My question was more so,
no, I'm saying if you have the,
Post employment.
right, so if they're on board, and so we want them to be able to regularly have those background checks. That's what I thought that resolution was including also, right? Since they already on board those, they have that regular background check.
Oh, so.
No, because they're already on board.
Even when they're on.
When you even like with us, Faith, once you get your
Background.
background,
Yeah,
check,
yeah.
clearance, that's it.
No, no, we
Unless you-
haven't.
Unless you going up for another position that needs something else, a higher clearance.
Security clearance.
Only time, no,
That's
for the secret is 5 years.
Yeah.
For the top, no, yeah, for the secret is 5, and for the top secret is 10.
Right.
Right, yeah, because my daughter get hers every 10 years.
Okay, yeah, so we do get our background check.
But it depends on if you go higher.
So that wasn't like how often, I'm just saying we still get them even after employment. That was the question, right? That's where it started.
No, we don't get them after. We don't do that.
I've had mine,
For real?
yeah, but I had mine,
Yeah, I
yeah.
had mine.
So you don't just get it one time.
No. You, You were going for a higher.
These positions,
The point
but these
we're talking
positions are
about.
not.
Well, we just put a resolution in, right? And we just had background checks done for employees that been on board. So all of a sudden we're saying now we're not. I'm kind of confused.
No,
Why
it
did we
sounds
put
like
the
you're saying to
resolution?
keep doing
I
it.
guess, yeah.
So we do what we want to do.
That's it.
No, I'm
Go to the
saying,
White
what's,
House.
maybe I'm not hearing things right. I'm thinking that whoever is employed here gets a background check. So you're saying even after they get the background check, every 3 years you want them to get another background check? I don't understand. That's what I'm.
So why did we do that resolution then? I'm sorry, because people are already here and we had them to do it.
Because some of the words didn't have.
Didn't have it from
Right.
initially,
Right.
from
And so-
the initial.
Okay, so
That's what it was, right. So we did the
Yeah.
resolution in place to state that everybody should have a background check.
Right,
if they
That
have,
was it.
if they can have one.
Yeah, they-
Additionally.
and so we don't require anything else after that. Is that what you're saying we want to do?
Well, according to this is saying that the town administrator, in collaboration with the Human Resources Department, they'll be the ones to determine the frequency and scope of post-employment background checks.
Right.
And now that we talked about it, I'm satisfied.
Yeah. And I guess I was thinking because of what the town had undergone.
Background check, though.
County administrator. This administrator.
Why you send out a background check?
Fraudulent names, working two of them working jobs part-time, yeah. Mhm.
So, but. I'm
It's-
fine.
Nobody checked anything.
Right.
So, I'm good. So again, but it was also challenged by a personnel person that we did not have a policy on that.
So
So that was good
we got
advice.
a policy.
Right, okay. Okay,
So 21 anymore?
all right.
No.
I meant, at 9, I really,
Stop now.
Yeah, I got a car stop.
Yeah.
I think we're doing good. Because if we get to 27, we're halfway done. It's 54 pages.
Okay.
So, yo, I think we did good
All right,
now.
let's keep
going.
Keep going, keep going.
Compensation.
Anything on 21? Compensation, okay. Pay raises will not be automatic
wait a
or
minute.
routine. Yes, ma'am.
I do have, I don't know if this is the section for it.
Which one?
Because I know that it was an issue because things were being done incorrectly, and I think we need to make sure we have it in our personnel manual. Because we started an uproar with the police department. On holidays, there was an issue that even though they didn't work the holiday, they were still being paid the holiday or something. It was something where they was getting double time or something for holiday pay. And that was incorrect. So I remember, Ms. Ron Treese was telling them that's not how it works in payroll. Minerva was doing it incorrectly. So we was paying them double.
Right, so that's not happening anymore.
Right, but do we need to put this in the personnel? Okay, there's more, make sure.
Personnel.
I didn't make sure, I didn't like you. He said, you don't have any more, this you gone.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No, all right, let's.
Please read D, all of y'all, because when you're talking about money, whatever you have in there, where's your
22.
councilwoman?
Oh,
I just
absolutely.
asked
I agree.
everybody, just read it one more
I
time,
agree
A,
with D.
D.
Wait a minute. There's 2 Ds on here, so are you?
Oh, the
gonna-
first thing,
Two,
first thing.
two,
Yeah, you 2 pay increases. D.
Yeah, because remember, when we release this as an approved document, when it's, you wanna, whatever we said here about money, you wanna say that's what we got. That's what it's gonna do.
One would request compensation increase. Yes,
That's-
and that's the only time.
that's-
Now, I do have a question.
Mhm.
C and D on D2. Merit-based increases will be determined by the town administrator following a satisfactory performance evaluation and in accordance with the pay scale approved by the governing body. These increases are subject to the availability of funds, okay? I think, or I suggest, and help me out here, Ron, and Lord. Just like our fiscal year ends in September. We gotta do our evaluations now. We don't get our increase performance increase until afterwards. So we need to get them on a schedule. Where they're on the schedule based on when we doing our budget and everything else, where they get their satisfactory and for certain things, and they'll be able to get their increase. And I thought the former HR person was putting, I may be wrong, but I thought he was putting together. If you come within 5 to 6, you get 2%, 3 or 4, you get, whatever the things. I thought he was working on that. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
No, you had a scale. You're right, go ahead, yeah, you're right. I'm not at a scale.
He had a scale, PA, just did it across the board. They did the increases different.
Right, well, so now we need to implement, now we know
Which one we gonna do? Which one?
We hadn't had it developed yet, but he was in the process of building.
Y'all edit it, what y'all wanna do?
I think we're,
Does anybody have the scale?
Y'all edit it, okay.
Does anybody have the scale?
he didn't devise one. Like,
Well, he gave me one.
he gave us a salary, he gave us a salary, he didn't give us a skill for award.
So, it wasn't a scale.
It was,
No, he was just doing a position for each position.
And
This is
amount.
money.
Yeah.
You're right, it wasn't a scale.
Scale, to say what each position,
The cost of each position, or the salary for each
Contract
position.
value.
There wasn't any,
Right.
Right.
We did get a scale presented to us from Beverly.
Yeah.
She had rolled out a scale, I remember, from a long.
Yes, she was 7%.
And it was,
It's 7.
for a different, I don't, you know what, sorry, like, highly successful, that type of skill, or you
more
just
kind
say,
of like the government scale, but I think call it.
oh, cost of living increase?
No, like steps, like you move up
Yeah,
steps.
step
based
one,
on
step
the
two.
Seniority
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about.
So she had to find that.
How about this, guy? We put a tab here. We said we're gonna talk to the HR guy.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And
Let him create the
let him create this section.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so we're on, where are we? D2? Okay.
D2, C and D.
D.
Okay,
So this will be
HR.
HR.
okay.
You want him to create a scale or you want him to create wording differently? Clarify.
Well, we need a scale. Plus, he needs to bring us position descriptions of all these positions in this town.
We're gonna get the cross training done. How we gonna get the cross training? I'm serious, what's the
We know,
plan?
let's talk this through.
No, but you know,
Okay, so we need him to give us the PD, the position descriptions of all the positions. We need him to give us, a scale of what the salaries are for each position in this town. What the current one is, let's say Ron was a street sweeper, PW. He leave. We bring in you. We ain't gonna get you what Ron was getting. She won't come in at $2 an hour, Ron was making $5 an hour.
It depends on experience. So if I have 4 years more experience than Ron, then I'm gonna get my $3.
$6.
She didn't want what you, I'm gonna bring you down.
That's a good point.
Give me my money.
Now bring Ron back. That's $8.
Go ahead, Councilman, so move on to the, what,
So for HR, we need him to bring us a PD. Salary scale. There's something else to say,
I would say a step coordinator, I would say, would you have a salary increase?
salary pay scale.
You got salary pay scale.
Salary.
Step increases. If you want, y'all want to go that direction. Step increase.
Councilman Ford wants to say something, go ahead.
Yeah, the other guy, our last, human resource, he gave us that. He gave us, he has one.
Who has it?
All of us have, it. I have it.
Send an email.
It's gonna be, we were working on that, we were working on this, so I didn't bring anything. But we have that.
But we got it.
But, so I thought you all were talking about the performance evaluation, how do you determine when they get the promotion.
Increases.
Or the, right, that's why I thought you were talking.
So he has
We
to,
didn't
so
have
that's what
anything
you
but
just said.
I don't know how they,
Yeah.
we
category.
just did it across the board.
So if they have an
So
outstanding.
No, I would do outstanding, right, we do outstanding, but we even give folk with successful something, not so much as a person.
So
So
that
that's your
increase
merit
according to the
increase.
pay scale.
But
Right,
that's your cost of living, right?
no, that's,
That's
that's what you do outstanding.
So he wasn't trying to get nobody nothing then.
How do you know if they're meeting their job description if we don't even have a job description?
We do.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Excuse me, Councilman Mann, you were trying to say something.
So we want to ask HR to give us a salary set pay scale as well as the criteria of how they qualify for those increases.
Yeah, yeah.
Good word, good word.
And he can position prescriptions.
Yes, I have position description for each, position. And then, we wanted to work on a plan for cross training. Anything else?
There we go. Yeah, we only got 15 minutes, okay. I think we're doing good. Okay, so anything on performance evaluation? Anybody? Performance evaluation?
Based on their, based on
May I ask, do we, I'm looking at Council.
I know we are.
Okay, everybody, my question is, we don't do personnel, but I don't recall, Bev had actually started it. Because the council, we had broached that subject with her, something that is never done and put in the folders, mid-year reviews. Which is very, very important.
Yeah.
And this town has a history of not doing that.
So can we get that on there, Pam, too, mid-year review?
One yearly review, the mid-year review?
They
both.
have to have both.
Oh,
That's good, man.
So we have it on here mid-year review.
Give me one second.
I was just saying, the word is enforce, that's what y'all said, enforce. And the employees should have to be what their goals are, what you want to do. You want to progress in the town. I mean, all that has value.
IDP, into IDP also.
Yeah, all that has value.
Before you do an IDP. Like, yes, what's your goal?
Yeah,
What you want to accomplish, what you want to do,
And if, you know, it's,
what's your future?
I think it's up to us in this administration that we set the stage, or, you know, they haven't had. And we can teach some of them, because a lot of them are young, so we're teaching them now. This is, and so they'll know that you ain't coming to play, you're coming about business, so. Okay, so
we don't mind giving you increases, but we need to see what you're doing and contributing.
Absolutely.
Hard copy. We don't, just.
So who's gonna be doing the coach and mentor, the director or supervisor?
Well, that's HR. See, we're out of it again, But we're seeing things that are not being done.
No, but I said we're gonna do it, public heads and HR and then gonna collaborate.
Yeah, they should.
They should, yeah.
Oh.
To reach that successful level.
Yeah. Let me ask you all, because if I may, because I really think that Amanda will be a good messenger, if I may. I'd like to say, can she start with this, whatever day it's convenient for her? Because if he meets in the evening, another 3 weeks from now, when we have another meeting, he goes home at 5:30. We don't meet till 7. I'm just trying to say, so we're time, we want to keep moving.
Mhm.
So your permission, can you give some of this before we meet with him? Is that all right? Is that okay? Or is that, I don't want to put you on the spot that you don't want to do it. I can do it, but I don't, you can take the lead on this. What's the big deal?
Okay,
Hey, Councilman Amanda. Okay, no jokes, no jokes. She don't like my jokes. Okay.
23
Okay, anything on there?
overtime work, compensation for.
Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
So I'm just looking at here, somewhere here, we have to make sure that we put or make sure that we're in compliance with, no, exempt and salaried employee does not get workman's comp, does not get,
Overtime.
no, they don't get comp hours. They don't get comp hours and they don't get overtime. And there is a resolution because Councilwoman Kason put it in place. I
Yeah,
can't
she was
find it.
really against that.
I was looking for, but I can't find it.
Yeah,
Unless you
but that
take
was
them
on
back
our
to
administration.
Yeah.
We did. That's true. She was
That's what
really
she did.
against that because, excuse me,
People was
they abused.
Yeah,
abused
Yeah.
really bad.
Did I tell y'all we had to pay a person $13,000
Okay.
because we could not prove that they didn't work those hours? And nobody has signed off. He just said he kept a running tab for 2 years and that's how much the town owed him. What we gonna do?
Okay,
Councilman,
Okay. Do we have?
oh, we could just, Councilwoman, Anderson, we can add it in section, look at B. The overtime work, no person employed in an administrative, executive, we can reword it. Executive or professional position as defined by the Federal Fair Labor Standards Act should be eligible for overtime or, where's she going? Oh, okay. Or, we could say for overtime or, what is it called again?
Where is the comp?
Comp time, yeah, comp time. But instead of saying professional, we can say salaried or exempt.
oh yeah, that's what you call salary or
Salaried
exempt.
or
That's-
exempt. Yeah.
You got it, Councilwoman?
I have a question though.
Go ahead.
So what is the difference between? Let me ask this. So like in my job, I'm salaried, but there are like 8 to 12 weekends out of the year that I have to do a Saturday event. And so my job always allows me to take a day off following the week to compensate for the Saturday that I work, non-salary. So how does that work with our employees? Because there are times where they are here with on a Monday or they are doing Saturday events.
But
How do
they,
we give them that time back?
no, those are hourly rates.
Yeah, they're hourly.
They're hourly. When we
Yeah.
talk about exempt or salary, we talk about Joy, we talk about HR,
Yeah.
we talk about chief of police,
Yeah.
the deputy. We're talking about those positions.
So our administrative are not,
No, they're
Salary.
hourly. No, they're hourly. They work for an hour,
our office manager, their salary,
per hour.
she receives a salary.
I thought she was on salary.
She's salary?
Our town clerk is salary.
Yeah, their salary.
So I think we need to figure out, because if they all come to all hands on deck for Capitol Heights Day, I think it's unfair to expect them to not take
Well,
that time back.
Well, the difference between, because salary and exempt, you can work, from my understanding, and this is because I'm exempt. So
Mhm.
when I work 4 hours, I still get paid for 8. If I work 12 hours, I still get paid for 8.
Yeah, that's what the
So,
salary is.
so that's the difference. They can, I don't know.
Yes, but so I have the same setup in my job, but my job is they make sure that when I am working over 40 hours, because they care about me as an employee, that I'm gonna be able to have work-life balance and I'm gonna be able to have that time off. So how can we write that in and be able to provide that for when on occasion it does happen for those employees where they are?
Maybe we can check with HR and get the correct wording, because, and the reason why I'm saying this, because we have a person in the town right now that has, what is it called? Comp hours. And wanted another comp hour, but the person didn't come in until 12 noon and left at 5 o'clock. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? So right now, we starting something that's not right, and we starting something that's not good. When we already have something in place about salary and exempt people cannot get comp time.
Yeah.
So we can ready to start that ball rolling again, because from my understanding, they have already accrued comp hours.
You see, I
And
would,
they was told that,
I wouldn't do that.
they was told that, they don't, it's nothing in writing, show them something in writing.
But I wouldn't be able to.
Well, HR said the same thing. I didn't even know. He just happened to tell me in passing that nowhere, he said, that he knows of, do you get, if you're salary, do you get comp?
Right.
But I thought he was speaking of money.
No, time is
Oh, yeah,
time.
you're right. Okay,
What
I
we
got it.
do
Time is time.
with our ward, process is give them, time off awards. You know, they get outstanding, we give them, we would ask them, you want time off award or you want the money? Well, a lot of folks say time off. But we don't do, you know.
Which one? So, no,
But yes, it kind of falls in line with what you said, Councilman.
Yeah, I just wanna make sure they're,
Absolutely.
Hey, Craig. Can you call your mom's, cell phone? Which one? 240, the 240 phone. She can't find the phone. She was expecting a call.
Always at the house.
Was the five, I got 3 phones at the house.
She said, is that the 240 phone?
Is it the blue or the purple
She said blue or purple.
color coded phones?
You were in chat.
Sorry, y'all, but okay, it's a family call. I just want to,
Blue,
okay, that's the phone.
that's the phone.
Okay, I'll deal with it. We're gonna be going in a minute. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all, okay.
So let me just ask one
Yes, ma'am.
more question. So what is reasonable? So when you have when you get a town clerk hired, the town clerk is gonna be here on Monday. They're gonna be spending 4 hours every week, every Monday, working. How do they get that back? If we're still expecting them to be here in the office 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, as well as work 4 hours, doesn't that seem unreasonable? That's not just once in a blue moon, that's a regular basis. So how do we work that in?
What we can do in their contract when they are hired, because if you read Joy's contract, she gets a day, an extra day a month because she's here on the second and the
Yeah.
fourth Monday at night. So when we hire the town clerk, we can offer that in the
Oh, yeah, that's
same
a good
contract.
Is the town clerk a contractual employee?
No, but
put it in the
we can
offer
put it in the offer letter, in the job description or whatever.
Offer letter.
Offer letter, oh, okay. We can put it in the offer letter.
Will that go against?
I thought,
What's in
yeah,
here?
I thought the job was municipal. Kind of confident.
No, she said we can't, see, if you start doing comp for one, you gotta do it for everybody. So you can't do
Yeah,
that.
she is
right?
talking about comp time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, you
No.
don't, because she works, because the town clerk will work an extra
Yeah.
4 hours every second and fourth
Right.
Monday. Now, the town employee, because they're hourly, we have to pay them overtime. They
Right,
don't get comp time.
Right.
We have to, by law, we have to pay them
Right.
overtime.
That's right.
So if she's a salaried employee, if that position is a salaried employee, we can do that, right? Can't we do that? We can give her extra time each month because she's here that second and fourth Monday of each month.
I mean, I'm fine with that if we have the power to do that.
Mhm.
We can do that.
I just want to be sure that we're not
You
doing
got-
something, you're not like making an exception that doesn't fit what we have here. It's all.
What we got? What we got, y'all? It's 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
What we
I
got?
don't have anything written.
You wanna
Work with
what,
HR.
you rest that? Can you put an X there? Okay.
Yeah, I have notes, but I need to work. with it.
Excuse me, but you told me to chair this stuff so we can move it. So I'm trying to.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, one
Which
more.
one was that on?
That was on page 23, section D5B.
Y'all wanna stop at 25? It's 54. 25 is still good. Wanna stop at 25? Let's do 24 then. See, here we got compensatory time. Can y'all look at F?
Without straps on spot itself, in conjunction with any approved annually. Some kind of review, unauthorized taxes on special sick leave. Okay,
Oh, excuse me. Can we take that 38 hours? We don't have anybody on a 38-hour schedule. I don't know how that got here. E, before we get to F. Remember, we already took it out on the previous page.
But compensate, but
Now,
I
F.
thought, but I thought F we were not doing anymore.
So let's
We have a
read it. That's what I'm
resolution
saying. Where are
in
you
place.
with F?
So this should be removed. because
Take it
we
out.
don't
Should we
do-
take it out?
we-
Everybody
we're
look at
doing
F. That's why I said everybody read F.
See, upon termination of employment, accrued compensatory time will be paid to the employee. See, no, because that's why, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what, we gotta
So
take.
just take it out.
F,
Just take it out.
F, G, and H should be taken
Just
out.
take it out.
Yeah.
Upon term, wait a minute, not if.
Yeah.
Upon termination of employment. Oh, okay,
Now,
okay.
that would be a cue. You can say vacation or sick leave. No, what is it? Sick leave, vacation, right?
Vacation.
Right.
Annually.
Annual leave, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But I think that, but I think,
Take it
but I
out
think
altogether.
it actually starts with E, so we have to really go in and read it. Because E actually talks about it too.
Okay, why are we taking this out? If folks earn comp time, why aren't they able to
We don't,
use
we, we put a resolution in place that not to give them comp time. That's
Okay.
the one that Renita did.
No, who, I'm sorry. Employees?
Yeah,
Well, we,
Because- because we had an employee, and I can't say that
that was
name.
in our personnel manual before, receiving comp time.
I know, but they took it out. Remember Renita? did it?
Overtime, you said overtime?
No,
unapproved?
comp time.
Comp time.
Comp time.
The only one I recall us talking about last administration was unapproved over.
Okay,
No,
see, this
comp
just
time.
needs to be reworded because it says who work approved overtime may be granted. That would be like people who help with the food giveaway, stuff like that. So you can't take that part out.
Right,
So, we're saying compensatory time or we're saying monetary? Monetary. So we pay them time and a half.
no,
I don't know
see,
what-
that's the,
we don't
but
pay-
see, that's the thing, that's the thing, the labor laws, most of the staff that does that are hourly rated.
That's what I'm saying. So you just
So-
have to change the wording for that part and take all the comp stuff out.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
it even comes and talks about compensatory, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Compensatory time shall be accrued at a rate of 1.5 times the normal hours. See, this is.
That's not, that's fair labor law. That's true.
Yeah, but this, is it overtime or
Yeah.
compens?
The
Overtime,
comp word is misleading. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It should be overtime.
Yeah,
Because fair labor law is if you work over 40 hours consecutively, it can't be like you work 20, I mean, in the next week. It's
And what
40
that
hours
means-
consecutively, then you, like you said, you have to, that's time and a half.
well, it's 40 hours, over 40 hours that week. So
Yeah,
if you
that's
work,
time and a half.
if you work 40 hours and then that Friday, you work an additional 6 hours, that's considered 6 hours overtime.
I know that. That's what
Oh,
you said.
okay, you said consecutive.
No, you work the 40 hours consecutively.
Oh, okay.
You
there
can't
go.
just work 40 hours and say, when I get to 40, now I need to get my money in a 2-week span.
Right.
No, it's 40 hours consecutively. That's fair labor law. And then I don't know, do we pay them time and a half? Because we're supposed to pay time and a half.
Let's pay them time and a half.
So the wording, my editor, it has to be changed to overtime
Overtime,
hours, not
yeah.
comp. Right?
Yep.
So should we keep that in because we gotta cover the overtime
Yeah,
people?
mhm.
Okay. What about the other ones, Mayor Pro Tem?
so we, let me clarify, we not giving any employees comp time? That's what I'm trying to understand, because I'm kind of, why is that? Because
Only
says,
ones we give it is TA and the clerk.
And we put
It
that in
says-
the contract.
And you gotta get a chief comp time.
No, they don't get comp time. I checked with all other municipalities.
when it says D5, it says all FLSA non-exempt employees shall be eligible to receive overtime and or compensatory time in accordance with the Fair Labor Standards Act.
That's why I think we need to have HR really do his due diligence and find out the information because salary and exempt people don't get,
That's true.
they don't get comp time. And they don't get overtime.
Exempt, okay, we can't exempt.
yeah,
okay, comp-
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
They don't get
wording,
overtime.
I think all of them.
in the government too, they call it if you're highly compensated. That's the wording. You may say, because I don't get any money, but they consider salaried people to be highly compensated against the hourly. That's why, that's how that rule came into being.
But on D5B, it says no person employed in an administrative, executive, or professional position as defined by the Federal Fair Labor Standards Act shall be eligible for overtime pay. It's identifying who can.
Yeah, we
Get over time.
did that one.
So why, I don't understand why they can do the non-exempt can't do comp.
Non-exempt too? No, there's a resolution.
It's after
Um,
9.
Okay, I'll find a resolution. Renita put the resolution in place. Because somebody tried to do almost 2,000 hours worth of comp. And we could not justify it. So what she did was change the person's title to salary or exempt. So the person would no longer accumulate comp hours because it was being abused here. I'm gonna find a
I
resolution.
know, but you
No,
can
I'm
get more than
not-
240.
No, that's
No,
vacation.
So
no,
that's
no.
comp.
Let me know.
No, that's
I was
overtime.
on the council. It was
Overtime.
Marnita King. And Casey supported it, Tamil Perry supported it, and I supported it. So what
I'll
happened?
find it.
Yeah, what you said is accurate. So what happened, we had an individual who. I'm going somewhere with the conversation, let it go, yeah.
Too far.
But
We'll find
you're
it.
right, in what happened, that is accurate, very true. Very
She was
true.
Very adamant. in
Very
front of the
true.
administration.
We had an abuser and we could not fight it, and then we ended up having another abuser after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had to put that into play. So a person who was severely abusing it, we had to work that out and we had to say, I'm just gonna do the fluff part of it. We had to say, if we give you $15,000 more, you know, lottie, that's how we iron that out. And that, and no more stuff. Anything else, y'all? Let's go.
I have something for you.
What you got?
So these tasks that would come up for HR, because we don't give them to us, we give it to the town administrator. I'm wondering, do we need to have the town administrator come in and give her what our desire is, and she relays that to the HR? Or what is the way that we pass these tasks over to HR?
I feel,
I think we need to join.
Councilwoman Anita,
Yeah.
I move that Councilwoman Amanda be given permission to speak and relay the information to him, and it is not conceived or perceived as a direct.
He was asking for help.
Councilwoman Chu. I agree with Councilwoman Anita Anderson, but I suggest that Councilwoman Amanda put it in writing so that there won't be no misconception that say, well, you didn't give me this or you didn't give me that. I think that she should put it in writing and send it, so then when you meet with the HR person, you would know,
Can you come out,
know what you need to talk about.
please?
Is that okay? Because I don't want you to be doing it or anything. I just think paper trails are the best thing ever.
I don't care how it's done, I just, okay, trying to get this list over to you.
Get to that part yet. You got time, we didn't even get to that part.
And that's not
No,
corrected.
no.
It's the
Time.
240
Yeah,
hours
we're not there yet.
annually. It's not overtime.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I said.
annual.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Overtime.
I said vacation. I said vacation, and you said, no, it's that.
It's annually. It's
Yeah,
240 hours annually.
vacation.
It doesn't include compensatory time.
Okay,
Tell me.
well, I'm gonna explain this, everybody can chime in, because we're getting ready to leave. We did good, we did actually half of this. We did half of this, man. What we're doing now, we've asked, all of us agree that on this one, Councilman Amanda's gonna take the lead. And since you are over personnel, respectfully, we want to bring you in the loop. And she has some of the things that we really want to do this, because, you know, for me, this becomes legislation now. It does. So, we want to make sure this one is right. We don't want 55 copies of this and this and that. So Councilwoman Amanda has taken notes from all of us. She's put it all in, however she did it, I don't know. And so we want to involve both you and,
HR.
HR, but there's no benefit to us if all of a sudden we have an HR person and we're not really working it through the HR person. That makes no sense. So my suggestion, and everybody said the same thing, let's get the HR person involved in it. So Mayor Pro Tem Chu just said, put whatever we talked about in writing. I had asked Councilman Amanda, she could just go there verbally. Then Councilman Anita said something, so where we are now is, how would you like it to be done to include him in before we get to our next meeting with some of the edits that Councilman Amanda needs to do?
Well, if she has the time,
Sure.
once us, we can type it up for you. We'll just give it to Mr. Green and we need to review, and then we'll comment and feedback. Because we have 3 weeks before the next one.
I have edits, and then we also have a list of 5
Yeah.
or 6 tasks that have kind of come out of
Sure.
reading
Do you
everything.
want to tell me what those are so I can just get that done?
Well, that's what it said. She was going to send it to you now. She's going to.
Oh, we saw.
She's going to send an email
Okay.
with all of the direction,
Suggestions.
all of the suggestions and things that we came up with tonight.
Yeah.
And then that way, you'll hear it, you'll read it, and then she'll just go sit down and talk to
Yeah, I
him.
want to clarify. I'll send out an email with the task suggestions, but the actual edits, I would prefer just to sit down.
You need to talk.
No problem.
He needs to talk.
What am I
Write
writing?
all the edits. but
No,
I-
okay, so, yeah, I think it's probably better that way, just in case we didn't understand something and actually what you meant by it.
Okay.
Versus just basically rewriting something, I would have to ask you anyways.
So
So let me know when
I'll
you're
email
available.
tomorrow, find a time that works.
Sure, that works. The task you just email, because I just defined tasks, but for my purposes, it not let you know that they are.
Working on position descriptions for.
We have that
each
already.
position, a salary pay scale,
Yes.
step increases as well as the criteria for
Yes.
qualify for increases,
Okay,
some cross training. Yearly and mid-year reviews, each employee needing an IEP, individual development plan.
Yeah.
And some monetary awards based on performance.
perfect.
Oh, one more thing. Is it in here? We only did half that. But my point is,
Still good.
oh no, we did good. I just want to know,
Okay, she's done.
never mind, it lost me. Go ahead. Councilman Amanda, you still going?
Well, it's back to it. If I missed anything, let me know.
But just be sure, most of those stuff we already have, so we can probably move that through very quickly for you all,
Oh, okay.
Cool. We had,
especially job descriptions. These are-
I know what it was. What about,
Oh, I-
Anita had reminded, excuse me, everybody. No, I was rude, but you know me. Councilman Anita was saying, what do we do about all the, and you brought it up too. What do we do about all the annual briefings? Where are we? Sexual harassment? I mean, I don't need
It's not briefings, training.
training, I'm sorry.
EEO,
That's my word for security. We say
cyber
briefings.
security,
It's fine.
Yes.
stop training. Oh, I'm sorry.
One of the members kindly suggested, and Mr. Green's already on it. So we should have a plan for you all in terms of that already. Sorry about that, because I think that was something also the first committee talked about as well. So is it just one or two? It was like, you know, so he's actually working on it to put a plan together for you all. 'Cause I know this is also very important to you to make sure that we avoid any kind of, that kind of harassment and abuse. But I think that was something I spoken to Mr. Green about, who's actually.
Yeah, that's just a list of different things.
Yeah, she did.
That's Mr. Green, HR.
Okay,
different
all right,
trainings
everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That staff and counseling.
Yeah.
Okay, we're somewhere else now. Make it short now, because I brought it up, but you didn't.
You brought it.
I know, I don't want to dwell on it because it's off topic. Make it fast.
Just let me know when to set up a time. The extra ones.
Okay, can we,
Not your extra ones.
okay, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Not your extra ones.
Okay, meeting's adjourned.
That's it. Should I write something down? We can adjourn and come back? No.
No,
Okay.
no, we don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think forward like the kids. Can you go forward like?
Yeah, we haven't done the closet. We locked it up. We don't have it today. Sorry, we'll get it to you.
Thank you.
We'll make sure you get it.
Okay.
Because, stuff keep on walking away.
Oh, for real?
Yes, so
Whoa.
we lock everything up with a padlock. You can look in the back, there's actually a padlock.